the woman's life is falling apart. But because God heard her cries, things in her life were about to fall back into place. In other words, let me try it this way. While she was trying to figure it out, God started working that thing out. And we know this to be true because the burden that we see in verse 1 is going to end up in a breakthrough by verse 7. Let me try it this way. The problem that we see in verse 1 is going to end up in a praise report by verse 7. Here's why. Because the woman already had something for God to work with. Come here. The prophet said, sister, what you got in your house? She said nothing. But then she thought about that thing. She said, I got some oil in the house. Y'all missing your shout cue. Now, that little jar of oil appeared to be insignificant. Let me put it on this side. That little jar of oil seemed to be inconsequential. That little jar of oil seemed to be utterly unimportant. But that little jar of oil was all that God needed. For it would be through the little jar of oil that things would begin to fall back into place. It would be through the little jar of oil that the woman would see God show up and begin to work things out in her life. Here it is. There may be somebody under the sound of my voice who finds yourself like the woman in the text. Things may not be going well in your world. You're down to your last, and you only have a little bit left. You only have a little bit of money. You only have a little bit of strength. You only have a little bit of faith. You only have a little bit of hope. But here's what you need to know. God only needs a little bit to work with. Because the God we serve specializes in taking a little and turning it into much. The God we serve specializes in working things out for your good. Is there anybody here who can testify that he's able to work it out? Somebody here, you made it through a storm because God worked some things out. Somebody here is still married and your family is still together because God worked some things out. Somebody here got over a sickness because God worked some things out. Somebody here is still employed because God worked some things out. So let me ask it again. Is there anybody here who can testify? He will work it out.